feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no wave.
The best pussy is new pussy, but the second best is the pussy you ain't hit in a while. That's a fact. Come on now, talk about it. So Diddy ain't hit her up in a little bit, and Diddy said, let me go get this shit back. You feel me? Diddy says, your birthday's coming up. Let's do it something big. She's traumatized like Diddy. Every time I agreed to do something with you on my birthday, you had me getting donkey fucked by at least several men. I don't want to do that no more. So he said, if you change your mind, I miss you. Stay happy. Love. AUSA says, what did you write? He said, I wrote that I'm being mature. I don't think I'm ready to see you yet. AUSA says, did you ever see him for your birthday in February 2024? She said yes. Fuck all that mature shit. She was ready. She was ready. She was ready. Holy. Let's keep it going. Comey says, how was it in Miami? Jane says, man, Diddy had them Glade scented candles. My heart was beating super fast. I thought his was beating too. We were on that Meek Mill shit. We were in the same color, matching outfits. You know how we get down. I thought that was nice. What happened at dinner? Balloons. 5-course dinner. Amazing. Jane says, we used a little bit of ecstasy. Then Sean says, do you want to see the dawn? He ain't talking about that Julio, though. He talking about Don the Dick Slanger, okay? Comey said, what was your reaction? I was high. I said, okay, bring Don on. Me and Don had sex in One Star Island. Then we rested a couple days. We flew to L.A. We were back together. Holy. Comey says in 2024. Where did you visit, Sean? Miami. In May, July, August. By the way, Diddy got locked up. I believe August or March. Not March. August or September. So she was probably one of the last women before Diddy got locked up that Diddy was punching dick inside of. And she admits at my residence in L.A. By the way, keep in mind, that's why Diddy's a good nigga. Diddy kept paying the bill all throughout. Said, did you and Diddy go out in Miami and L.A.? Said, nah, things really hit the fan. A lot was going wrong in his life. Jane says the press was after him about the Cassie lawsuit. Comey says, with which entertainers did you have sex with them in 2024? Now, I'm going to tell you why they're making specific point of this date. They're showing that Diddy had this, reckless disregard for the law. Diddy knows the feds is looking at you. They raided your house early 2024, but there was a lawsuit filed and you settled in 2023. It's no way you're still doing the same type of behavior unless you don't think it's wrong or you're saying, fuck it. They can't stop me. So they said in 2024, he took 50 baby mom and made her fuck Anton, Don, Larry, and they stayed in the residence. It says there was a lot of focus on Sean elsewhere. I showed him how much money my OnlyFans was getting. Jane says Sean was putting on music and he went through my phone. He asked me, who's Bear? Who the fuck is Bear? Why you text this whole ass nigga like this? He said the money thing came up. I told him Bear sent me some money. He started getting dressed. I started crying. So Diddy was about to slang some cock on her. Getting naked, he doing his stretches. Astro glides up the thigh. Baby oil under his armpits, all that shit. Getting ready for the shit. Somehow, he see the phone. He go through it real quick. He see another nigga up in there. This is mature Diddy, though. Young Diddy would have blew that nigga car up. Shout out to Kid Cudi. This nigga, he was just like, man, my dick not hard anymore. I'm good. Just go fuck with Bear. I'm good. She start crying. Why? Again, the prosecutors has proven this woman wanted nothing more than to give herself to Diddy for his satisfaction. So when Diddy, even when she would ask for a condom, and Diddy would be like, bitch, I know you ain't asking for no fucking condom for this nigga. Diddy would reluctantly throw a condom, but out of disgust, he would just walk out the room. Because he's like, I don't give a fuck about this no more, right? So now, Diddy gets dressed. I'm good. She started crying. And she felt misunderstood. Comey says, well, what did Sean text you? Jane says, he wrote, what's going to happen if I come over tonight? I said, do you want to be alone? I could arrange that. I wrote back. He was supposed to see his mother, in air quotes. I knew that meant another woman. Shout out to moms, man. Mama Duke's always a good excuse when you need that bitch to get the fuck out of here. Yo, I got to go to dinner with my mama. Get out of here, please. Mama is coming over. Mama. Some of y'all are devious enough, y'all will have mama tell the chick that. That's a little bit different now. That's a different level. You never have mama really get in the mix. But, yo, mama is coming. As long as you're not married, a woman should understand the queen. It's your mom. Her parents means I need to skedaddle. Cool. Got you. Do you want me to be alone? See, I could arrange that. I wrote back, he was supposed to see his mother in air quotes. I meant another woman. He wanted a party. Holy. Comey says, what did Sean ask you that night? Says Sean said he wanted me to sign something that he could have closure. I thought he meant so I wouldn't be a threat. Have you ever sent him a demand letter? No. Sean says, you are making your own money, right? So it looked like when it was finally coming down to it, Diddy's now starting to look at, hey, shit's finna hit the fan, and the women I have to worry about the most are the broke bitches. Let's be honest. They got nothing going on. And if the gravy train ends, they're probably likely to sue. So Diddy is asking preemptively, how you making money these days? You good? Everything straight with you? I don't know how the OnlyFans thing completely comes up, even though they said he went through her phone, but they said that would bear. Looks like, so what you reply? Say, yeah, I'm working. I'm paying off my debt after being on call, on focus. And say, how'd you go into debt when you dating a millionaire? Correction, AUSA, Comey. Don't play with Diddy like that. You're dating a billionaire. That's a billionaire. That's something different. That's a billionaire. They object and they sustain. It's going down, people. When they say, when Diddy come asking a party, say what you want. Say what you want, man. I do have a question. TMI, freaky deaky question. Because I heard Jane Doe mention it. I'm hearing about the astroglides, nut on the semen, that Diddy like to write his name in other men's semen. I'm hearing about urine in the mouth. Come all over the woman's body. But not one time have I figured out, where did the butt plug go? Jane Doe said he saw Diddy oftentimes get butt plugs. We ain't hear about the butt plug one time yet, chat. I'm starting to think Diddy had the butt plug in. Pause. I'm sorry. Not one time we hear these people testify about the butt plug. Diddy was probably having the butt plug in, chat. Let's keep it a bean. We've heard about everything. The Astroglide, the baby oil, the lack of condoms, ecstasy, Cialis, honey packs. Not one time we heard where the fuck that butt plug went. Where the hell that shit went, chat? Where the fuck that shit went? That's a valid question. We heard about every other item. Am I tripping? Jane Doe, butt plug. Pause.
Y'all was in Atlanta and he was buying some toys. Can you elaborate on that, my man?
Oh my God, brother. Come on, man. Listen here, man. I know the fans want to hear some of his intimate secrets because he is a celebrity. He is a public figure and everything like that. And maybe I shouldn't be telling the business like that. But you know my motto, fuck them and feed them beans. You understand? We was in one of those X-rated stores where they buy toys, movies, and everything at. And this shit was just funny, man. So he's going around, they give him a bag. They give him a big bag when he come in that joint.
By the way, 50 new members on King Akademiks today. We cooking today. By the way, Miss 50 Cent's wife says this been going on. You didn't know? Miss 50's wife, I didn't know. Have you been invited to some freak off? I didn't know that voyeurism, that would be voyeurism, right? Cuckoldism would be you let your girl be fucked. Diddy did that. Well, we just heard that Jane Doe, aka Daphne Joy, admitted to. She says she's seen the same sex worker, and that's why I'm thinking there's a ring. There's got to be a sex ring. She's seen the same sex worker at a hotel with the rapper she knew and that rapper's girlfriend, except the sex worker was just fucking another girl. Why would you bring a sex worker to fuck anybody, a male sex worker, as a man? Like, men don't hire other men, bruv. I don't care if you got a pinky toe that you got to do work with. You gonna make it happen. Any grown man it could be like 70 women. To keep it real, I'm one of them niggas like, I don't never be like, yo, bring some of the homies over. We got too many chicks. I'm like, all right, it's 12. It's just me. I'm good. 1v12. We're going solo triple squad this. We're gonna be all right. So when a nigga is hiring extra penises, I don't know about that type of shit. If that's been going on in the industry, I know men pay for women. Like, that's like, prostitution is one of the oldest professions. So rich men paying for vagina from attractive women, I would imagine that happens a lot. I've seen and heard that happen a lot. Men hiring other men to fuck, you got me. That's beyond me.
They don't even want to know what he putting in the bag. I swear for a living God, I've never seen this before in my life. So he's going down the aisle and just getting stuff. I'm about 3-4 steps behind him. He going down the aisle getting stuff like that. So it was this rack that set up by itself. You know what I'm saying? And he's at this rack and he was getting like 4, 5. He was just getting them like that. So I wasn't paying no attention to him at first and stuff like that. But then when I went into the rack said butt plugs. I said, hey, yo.
Oh, man.
I said, hey, yo. Fuck is you getting these for, man? And he said, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, I'll be at the door. You're right. So he came with this big ass bag.
We never figured out, where does the butt plugs fit into this freak off? We've heard about everything else. The anatomy of the freak off, Diddy's in the other room. If y'all never heard about freak offs, just tune in. Let me break it down for you. This starts out with Cassie and the sex worker. They get naked. They lather each other up with baby oil. There's slight fellatio. Okay? A little bit of fingering, a little licking, a little sucking, all of that. It's instructed to the sex worker, hey, when my husband, Cassie would call Diddy her husband. When my husband come out, for some sex workers or for the new ones, Diddy would have on what they call almost a Muslim attire. You couldn't see his face, and he had a Yankee hat on. Until he got comfortable with the dudes, he would just come out just with the Yankee hat and a robe. Cassie would tell the dude, when my husband come out, don't you look at him and don't you talk to him. Diddy would always have a chair and table. I guess they were doing it. Think about a hotel suite. They were doing this in the living room. Unless I'm thinking wrong. Because most suites, they give a living room area, maybe a little kitchenette area, and then you get the room. Unless maybe it's multiple rooms. Remember, the room was reserved for what would happen after the ejaculation, but we ain't get there yet. Diddy would walk in. Got the robe on, Yankee fitted. They said the chair and table, if the freak off is happening here, so Cassie and the dude is here, massaging each other, he would go over there. I can't even point at my Jamaican flag because bonfire for that. We ain't not them thing there. Jamaica, we not them thing there, isn't it? But over there, he would be in the furthest part of the room. usually to the back of the male sex worker. So Cassie or Gina or Daphne would be in front of, like, say I'm the sex worker, in front of me. They're looking over my shoulder to see what Diddy's saying. He's beating it. He's beating it. He would tell her, scoot up. Open water. Not enough baby oil. Take that shit. That's what was going on. Chat, it ain't me. Go listen to The Punisher. He's describing it in detail. I'm just giving y'all the abridged version. Then, after the lathering, was usually the penetration. Now, most times, Diddy would tell how hard he wanted them to be fucked, what position, and everything, including the woman, Gina, Cassie, whatever. Before they really emoted that they were enjoying it, they would look at Diddy to make sure he was enjoying it. And he's beating it. Beating it. Most times he's back there in the chair, but at times they include one detail where he's in the room and they went to the bedroom and he's walking around with an Astroglide. This is a freaky nigga. This is a freaky nigga. He's just pouring the Astroglide on his dick and whacking it to the point that sex workers like, is this nigga finna nut on my back? That's fact. I'm not making this up. This is not trying to be funny. This is exactly what was said. He's beating it and the sex worker is there and he don't know if Diddy is going to shoot some semen on his back. That's a fact. That's a fact. Everybody know I'm not lying at all. This is exactly how it went now. But most times, the entire ordeal would go down in the living room, the little lounge space, the common area. Diddy would instruct them. All right, go ahead, player. Go ahead. Now you like that, huh? He's ad-libbing. Cassie is listening and adjusting. Move up. Nah, hold on. Nah, squat. Ride that shit. Yeah. Now grab her by the hip. Nah, yeah. Cool. Diddy would require the male to nut. Fuck her orgasm. Who gives a fuck about what she got going on? Diddy would require the male to ejaculate. He would require it. Playboy, I need that nut. Playboy, I need that. I needs that. Pause. I ain't me saying it. That's Diddy saying it. I'm role playing. Pause. Diddy's up in there like Aaron the plumber. I needs that. You feel me? Now, I'm putting all the stories together here, chat. If the sex workers couldn't come, because I don't know about y'all freaky niggas, if a nigga's whacking it and it just sound like Diddy was one of them niggas, he might have been nigga moaning too. Nah, he might have been doing some extra shit. So you trying to beat it down. Cassie's attractive, bad as a motherfucker, fine, and aged like a nice glass of wine. But if there's a nigga with a Yankee hat behind you and all you're hearing is skin clapping, like you're like, what the fuck? Any normal straight man, your dick is gonna shrivel up. Any normal straight man. Some of you niggas is on some freaky shit. So all y'all little, I ran 10 trains before, y'all probably hard. But the rest of the normal men, we can't get jiggy with that shit. We can't get jiggy with that. That's a fact. So Diddy wouldn't pay the sex workers if they couldn't finish. At times, the sex workers would say, it's a little odd, because what would happen, Diddy got the Astroglide in one hand, his dick in the other, and he's stroking the shit. Astroglide, stroking. Astroglide, stroking. Also, he got 2-3 cameras set up. The nigga think he's Steven Spielberg. God forbid, once it get past like 2014, 2015, they gave that boy an iPhone. It was over. Before, he had VHS tape. This old freak been recording with a camcorder. Come on now, gang. So, he had a camcorder. So, he had his laptop. They gave this nigga an Apple MacBook. This nigga was in love. And he had an iPhone. This nigga must be a tarantula or a goddamn spider. How he got so many hands? There's 3 devices recording. He's whacking it, and he got the Astroglide in his hand. This nigga is a true multitasker. So if you don't nut, no money. By the way, if you nut too quick, you're out of here. Half the fee. The next sex worker got to come in when he's ready for that nut. And he's watching. Sex worker, all right, cool. The nut happens. They said Diddy would get up, grab his, robe, and do a little player walk into the next room. The dude would come on Cassie's stomach or inside of her. Cassie is over here scooping the shit up. Like, hold up. Wait, hold up. Or if it's in her, she's catching the shit. She gotta catch, like a pooper scoop. She catching that bitch. Frantically running in the next room to massage Diddy's nipples or have Diddy write his name or draw the bad boy logo in it on some freak shit. Chat, I'm not embellishing. I wish I was. I wish I was. I know y'all saying, if before this trial you ever told me this shit act, I would have said you're a good fucking liar. I'm not making none of this up. After getting lathered up with some semen, by the way, Diddy was so jealous over the semen, they said Diddy did a balls and dick check one time. Because the dude said he witnessed something and he couldn't come, so he faked it. You know one of them ones? I ain't gonna lie. I was fucking with some chick in college with this big body thing like shit. Yes. I ain't gonna lie, chat. This is gonna be embarrassing, but I'm a real nigga. I could tell the truth. I wasn't getting that much pussy back then. I can't even cap with you. Her ass was fatter than a swamp possum. I couldn't even lie to you. That shit looked like 2 pillows, nigga. Nigga, I started, she was really fucking me because she said she liked Jamaicans. She was on some real kinky shit. She kept telling me, talk Jamaican while I'm fucking. So I'm like, she was like, you gotta speak Jamaican as you're fucking me. I'm like, okay, all right. Chat, I nutted in the first minute. I'm sorry, TMI. I did. I was done. But I think she was fucking with me because she says Jamaicans know how to give it up. I'm like, I already done it, chat. I already nutted. I was using the con. I already nutted. Gang, I had to fake it. I faked it. So now I got to fake it because I got a reputation. Or really, you see that flag? It's the reason why I was Jamaican niggas. So I'm faking it now. I nutted the first minute. It's over. Ass was too fast. I'm faking it. I'm faking it. When I realized, and I don't know about y'all fellas, one in the chat, if any real player could know this. I know y'all probably get too much pussy now, so y'all don't nut early and shit like that. I'm in college. So anyway, when I have about a minute cool down period before my shit shrivel up and get all the way soft. I already nutted. So, but I'm gotta fake it because I'm a bitch. She like, how long she been like, talk Jamaican to me. Talk you're Jamaican me crazy. Bumbo clot, get what you want. Take this pussy clot. I'm saying all type of shit. I done nutted already. It's over. So now I got about a minute before I shrivel up. Before I'm like done. Gang, I ain't play a sport day in my life, nigga. I was trying to fake a hamstring injury. I was like, I was trying to I'm trying to fake something. But I can't let her know I nutted too early. Oh, Charlie horse. Charlie. I faked it. She was like, oh, okay. You okay? Bumbo pussy rascal. Hold on there, man. Hold on. Yo, give me a second. Chill out. Hold on. Give me a second. I went over to the garbage can. I was in her dorm. I took the condom off and threw it in there. I must have nutted like half a pint, nigga. I'm like, shit. All real niggas know I got to catch her on the second round. That's the real round. Second round. Fuck that. It's the first time I'm fucking her. That ass was too fat. Second round. I'm going crazy on you. Second round. I'm a second round demon, not first. Okay. Second round. All right. Looking at her ass looking at me. I'm looking at her, she looking at me. She bought my stupid ass story. Bet. We back in this shit. She bought my story. She loves Jamaicans. I'm the biggest Jamaican. So bet. It wasn't until her ass, I don't know what she went over to the garbage can for. This was weird behavior. Who's looking at the used condom? She like, you nutted? I said that might be pre-cum. This shit was half full. Chat. Chat, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This shit was half full. I said it might be pre-cum in there. Pre-cum. You never took like health class? Pre-cum. That's pre-cum. Bumble clot dog. Chat. I'm sorry. I could only tell y'all the truth. I don't even know how we got here. I could only tell y'all the truth. This happened to all y'all niggas too. All y'all niggas had this moment and recovered. I'm just trying to say I tried to fake it. And it did work. And I only faked it because I don't know what it was. She just loved Jamaicans. I don't care if my flag got me some pussy or I got me some pussy. You see, the place where I'm at in life now, y'all can't shame me. Act, you're only fucking her because you're rich. Well, too late. I'm already rich. I don't know why I'm fucking her. I'm good. I'm just in this bitch. I'm sorry. It's too late. I'm realistic. It don't matter what it is. She only fucking you because she thinks Jamaicans got big dicks. Okay, well, my passport do say Jamaican, and I'm in this bitch. I don't give two fucks. Y'all gotta go deal with that with y'all God. I'm in this shit, you know? So, anyway, that was my little story. Where did I even get to with this story? Where did I start at? Fuck that. It's all good. We're back. I had to wait some time for some tweets anyway. It's all good, chat. One in the chat, if you a real player, but you could at least be honest that you caught one of them ones, and yo, you went out so quick that you just couldn't even keep it P. You had to lie. You had to make up an excuse. Nobody ever did that? If nobody ever did that, it's okay. I'll take the L. Y'all can laugh at me. Y'all can clip it on Twitter. Y'all can laugh at me. Y'all can lie to me. Oh, look at Ant-Man. Nigga, your name is Ant-Man, nigga. You definitely went out like that one time. Stop playing Ant-Man. Okay. All the real ones. Yeah. She was too kinky. That's when I remember the Dave Chappelle special. You know what? Not to get too TMI. I remember the Dave Chappelle special. He said, tell me where the nut, not when the nut. Nigga, she was like, because she was bossing me around while I'm fucking her. Talk Jamaican. Nah, split that ass open and talk Jamaican. I'm like, I was done. The good old days. Anyway, let's get back to the tweets, man. It's about me. It's about Diddy. Comey asked Daphne, yo, shorty, what did you write right here? She said, I'm tired. You can't even make it 2 years without bringing it up to me. What did Sean say? Bear is my colleague. I said, I hate living in fear. The roof over my head was just going to come off. So it's apparently Diddy finds out that his chick was fucking somebody who was in music. Once he says colleague, we don't know. Bear is a pseudonym. It's clear. It's a pseudonym. Bear is a pseudonym. So Daphne goes and fucks somebody else. The dude sends her $9,000 saying, yo, if you just wear my brand, whatever. She looks at it. That's another thing too. That's why I keep saying keep your girl away from photographers, all that, man. Because your girl will think she a model because some photographer gassed her up. Oh, I'll give you a free photo shoot. You looking at a chick like, bitch, you ain't that bad. Nigga, I dick you down every day. You ain't that bad. But in her mind, this little photographer nigga done gassed her up. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. You're so, ooh. I could see it already. Yo, I'll give you a free photo shoot. I usually charge a lot. Like, you see, I did so-and-so shoot. They tagged me. Yo, I got you. Free. Just come to my home studio real quick. Just come to my home studio. Just. That happened to my chick before. I'm texting her ass, my stupid ass, I had too much pride to show up there. I'm like, man, I ain't no insecure nigga. I'm a real nigga. She was there for about like 5 hours. I'm like, y'all ain't taking the photos yet? Nah, we just vibing right now. We about to like he say he about to smoke me out, and then we about to take the pictures. Wait, hold on. What? Is this a date? Text her again 30 minutes later. She said, yeah, he put on a movie like, yo, he about to set the lights up. Huh? The fuck going on over this photographer nigga's crib? It's one of them ones, still. One of them ones. So Bear is the colleague. We don't know what he do. Matter of fact, we could probably figure it out. Let's figure it out. Daphne Joy. She got paid $9,000 for some promo shit. Could somebody figure out a post that's clearly, it got to be around that same time period. Probably 2023, 2024, that's clearly sponsored. Clearly sponsored. Let's go back. Let's go. So it has to be clearly sponsored. She said she got paid $9,000 for it. Right? She wore somebody's brand. She wore somebody's brand. We gonna find it. She got paid $9,000. Remember, this is coming off them trying to say to her, shorty, if Diddy about to cut you off, you getting child support from 50, but how you making your money? She said I opened OnlyFans and then some people started offering me money for some certain shit I would do. 72 weeks. We're going to look at something that's tagged. It got to be tagged. Okay. This don't look like a promo post. Look like she just tagging the brands, but it could be promo. But I don't think YSL and Ferragamo giving her shit. 75 weeks ago? No, we need to go back. We need to go back about 100 weeks ago to get to about 2023. Oh, it says December 2023 right here. Okay. So probably around this time, huh? Let's see who she tags. Yeah, this is a naked picture, damn near. Like, she ain't got nothing. What brand is she putting here? Jay Ventura. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is her clothing? Nah, but Bear sounds like a man that they're trying to protect. And that's a makeup artist.
Today, I'm going to be cooking.
Okay. Let's try to find it. So she did an ad. Oh, boy. Can we find it, Jen? See if you can find it for me. Let me see. Love my Olaplex products. Okay, this would be around the time. Love my Olaplex products. Let's see who she tags. Hair. Oh, man. Right? Hair. Yeah, that's a hair girl. That's a hair girl. But she tags Olaplex. So maybe it's Olaplex? What's Olaplex? Yeah, I want to know who was fucking her. Of course. 50, I got you. Gang, I'm going to give you 50. I'm going to give you a list of every nigga that done stuck his dick inside of your baby mom's dick, gang. And I'm doing it on the humble. Fuck a private investigator. You got Big Ack on the case now. You got Big Ack on the case. Olaplex. Okay. Who owns this? Who owns Olaplex? Olaplex. Fuck is Olaplex? Who owns Olaplex? Owned by a private equity firm. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out who the hell. It got to be someone who with a name that's probably high up if they don't own the whole brand. The inventor of the Olaplex just launched his own brand. Work with me, chat. Work with me. We got to figure this out. This is the part of the trial I like. Okay. It got to be in this year. Does she have a TikTok? Maybe it's a TikTok. All right, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Olaplex, we're going to check into it. Might be a guy who's a marketing guy there. You know, again, that's another easy way to get pussy, right? So the photographers, that's an easy way to get pussy. If you work as a marketing for one of these companies, easy pussy getting. You know why? Hey, baby, you look so good. Do you want to be an ambassador? An ambassador for Pretty Little Things. Hey, I'm the marketing director up at Lululemon. Oh my God, these bitches would suck a dick and a half for that shit. Hey, I see you working out. Do you want me to send you some shit from Aloe? I run the shit up there. Oh my God, fuck it. Fucking. 100%. Fucking. Hey, you look so good. You the baddest on here. Come out. I want to wine and dine you. I might be able to get you some money with aloe. Holy shit. Holy. Chat, we're going to figure out who it is. Bear, we're going to figure out who you are, nigga. Cool. So Bear was sticking dick up in her. Diddy ain't like that shit. He ain't like that. Cool. She says, I hate living in fear. So she keeps using this thing against Diddy. Why are you mad that I'm talking to anybody else? When I'm fucking with you, you keep threatening to take away my house where I live at. Jane says, did you tell Robin, that's his accountant, did you tell Robin to cut off my monthly allowance? He said, Shorty, you told me you make your own money now. Remember when you brought up OnlyFans to me, I said no. Remember that early in the testimony? She said she asked Diddy. She told Diddy like, yo, one of my girlfriends made $4 million off OnlyFans. You think I should do it? Diddy said nah. Diddy is realizing she's starting to hit him with certain shit. It ain't going too good. And he finds out she's fucking with a nigga named Bear. Let the streets pay the tab, chat. Let the streets pay the tab. I can't keep giving you a goddamn monthly allowance. It's over. It's over. So she's asking, did you tell your accountant to cut it off? Comey says, did he continue to pay your rent? Yes. Okay. So he's paying the rent, but he was giving her a little something on the side. So she was getting more than 10K then. Because the rent supposedly is 10K. Maybe he was throwing her 5 here or whatever. He stopped doing that. AUSA says, did you learn his houses were searched? By the way, the reason why he probably didn't stop paying the rent, the police came in on Diddy. So he kind of needs her, right? He needs her to not be on some weird shit. That's why he was trying to tape record her saying that everything was cool. She says, yes, HSI even came to my house. So who hired you a lawyer? Sean. Is Sean still paying for your lawyer right now? Yup. Wow. Yo, Diddy's still paying for her $10,000 a month apartment to this day and paying for her lawyer. Oh my God. Now, I don't think her testimony is that bad for Diddy, but they still didn't get to the point where they're going to ask her about him abusing her. And I guess it is bad. Nah, this shit bad. Even though she's saying a lot like, I wanted to please him. She was saying, I never wanted to do this. I never wanted to do this. I never wanted to do this. So it's kind of bad. I ain't gonna lie. And she detailed how much she told him she didn't want to do it. And how much he would say, if you don't do it, well, I'm taking away money from you. Did you talk to Sly after the searches? Yes. He called and he said he had a tape and he intended to release it bit by bit on the dark web. Jane says, I asked Sly how he got the video. He said Sean picked up his phone and recorded it. So Diddy was so reckless. Cassie told us this. When Diddy was in the middle of freaking, he would grab Cassie's phone and be like, bitch, let me get a video of you on your own phone that later on when I need you to reference to what I like getting down to, you got a video on your phone. So you record on his phone and their phone. And I guess now even the sex worker's phone. I asked Sly how much they wanted. They said we want 10 grand. I told Sean that Cabral was trying to extort me. Sean was crying. So what did he say? He said, get legal on it. Comey says, did you speak with Cabral? Jane says, yes. I told him this was extortion and I would not talk with him. Then a media company called me and said they bought the tape. And did I have a comment? I fainted. We had to, and she's crying again, control the situation. Did the media company ever publish a video? No. Do you know why? No. The hotel video of Sean and Cassie came out, and I was with Sean at that time in Miami. How did you first learn of the video? There was a knock on the door. Sean was huddled with his team and his family. I was just giving everyone space. Later, we had a huddle, and his sons were involved. What were the huddle for? Chat, I'm starting to think. I think Jane Doe is worse than Cassie. Because Jane Doe, seemingly when the gates is closing in on Diddy, she basically sticks around. She's saying to Diddy, I got you, I love you. Yeah, I want to do some of these things. And she sits there while Diddy is trying to play control, and then she still takes a stand on this nigga. Even worse, at least we know Cassie was down bad and broke. Cassie ain't had nothing else going on. Down bad and broke. Fucking with that little trainer. So she ain't had nothing else to gain or nothing else to lose. This woman was like, all right, as long as you keep paying the bills, I'm going to rock out with you until the prosecutors came in. So she got the details we would have never knew. So what was the huddle for? The huddle was to come up with an apology. He showed me a draft of what he would say on social media. Did you ever read it? He addressed Cassie by name in the draft I saw. I felt it was more heartfelt. I thought it was good enough. Comey says, did you ever talk later one-on-one with Sean about the video? Jane says yes. He said that Cassie hit him too. Then I was told that KK was coming and I needed to go to another room. That's the chief of staff. That's the woman we're wondering why, if she not charged, how come she not up here acting like a victim too? She said she went in another room. Then she went back to LA and AUSA says, do you recognize this video? Yes, that's Sean apology. Let me play it one more time. By the way, it's since deleted from his Instagram, still available on his official Facebook.
On the darkest times in your life, sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
There we go. They played the video where Sean says, disgusting. I've asked God for mercy and grace. I'm truly sorry. Comey says, how did you feel about the video? Jane says, I was disappointed. I felt there was no heart. Sidebar. The judge says, sure. They do a quick sidebar and look like they're back. After the sidebar, they asked the jurors to take a break. They said, Miss Comey, can I get a proffer as to relevance about what you about to do? Comey says, if I can't compare it to the drafts, I'll strike the last question about comparing the drafts. Agnifilo says, we want all those questions stricken. So it looks like what they're trying to say is maybe they found, so she's testified that Diddy showed her a draft of an apology where she mentions Cassie by name. In this video, I don't think he mentions Cassie at all. So what Daphne Joy saw was not a video or is not a draft of what he actually went with. But they're saying it's relevant to bring up what he was trying to cook up as an apology. And they believe this was planned to be an apology because Daphne Joy claims she saw it, and clearly they went through his emails and his notes, and they have a version of it. Listen to this again. It should mention Cassie, I believe.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
He never mentions Cassie by name. He never mentions her by name. And I could imagine that was a legal conundrum. As long as with his team, that probably said, apologize for the video, but keep in mind you just paid a settlement. Do not apologize and name this woman. In case this is used later, we have some plausible deniability. Okay? Agnifilo is saying, we can't show no other drafts. Fuck that. He said, I advise not to name Cassie, as she might be a grand... I advise not to name Cassie. So that's what Agnifilo is almost addressing the court. And he's saying, I advise not to name Cassie because she might be a grand jury witness. So it's privilege. Wow, okay, so this is an interesting cross-section. That's why the jury left. Agnifilo is damn near explaining to the judge, hey, listen, I was around for this. I was his lawyer. The reason why we don't think you could bring up this other thing that is a drafted apology that he never put out, but it names Cassie. I told him, I'm his lawyer. I told him, don't name Cassie. If you name Cassie, she might be a grand jury witness, and we don't want anyone to misconstrue that we're trying to intimidate, coerce, threaten, or otherwise a witness. So on that technicality, they're saying the reason why this drafted thing exists is because of my advice, which my client Diddy's protected by attorney-client privilege, and because of that, it shouldn't be admitted into court. That's a good argument. I like that. Comey says our next questions are about Combs' violent assault on Jane and forcing her to have sex with an entertainer while still sustaining an injury. Goes to state of mind. Wow. So now it takes them a day and a half, chat, to get to this idea that Jane Doe was physically assaulted. Before they talk about her love for him. They talk about how much she wanted to be with him. They talk about her jealousy of his other women. They talk about how much he was paying her to keep a roof over her head. But they finally get to the point where they're like, he used to be abusive to her. Wow. Okay. We're going to see. We're still waiting on an update. Still waiting on the update, people.
They have been doing.
All right, we're back. That's what I was told. Let's see. Comey then says I could play the video again and avoid any privilege issues. The judge says, okay, bring the jury back in. They play it again. And then Comey says, Jane, what did you understand he was referring to? Jane says, I thought he was referring to the hotel elevator lobby video. AUSA says, you saw him on June 18th, 2024, but where did you see him? She said, home in LA. It was date night at his house. Jonathan came to set that up. By the way, that's one of her assistants. It's one of her assistants. By the way, this is KK, who has been noticeably quiet. We'll see.
Doing quite a good job.
Agree and disagree with her. We're not in court, so like we're not. We're probably not like we're probably getting the best depiction of what's probably happening, but unless you're in court, we might be reading certain stuff very differently than how it's going down in court. Comey said, what did Jonathan do? He put some candles around the home. He decorated with red lights, once again, and he made the environment cozy. So what plan? So what's the plan to have, was there a plan to have an entertainer? He says, no, I just brought a long dress. I opened our patio, which was a really nice view. It says, did you get into an argument? Yes, we had champagne and some tequila. I confronted him on who he was with on a family trip to Utah. Remember, this is after, so I ain't gonna lie to you, Jane Doe is bad work. Yo, Daphne Joy, the feds just ran up in this nigga's crib. You still on his ass about who he's with, bro? Look, remember, Diddy goes to Utah on a white rafting, I think, was it Utah? On a trip, some white rafting shit. Look. No, that's Wyoming. Never mind. My bad. Sorry. So when did he go to Utah? Diddy, Utah trip. When did Diddy go to Utah? Might have to go to YouTube for that. When was Diddy in Utah? Who did he bring? Diddy, Utah. When did Diddy go to a vacation in Utah? I don't know where that is. Damn, only a year ago.
I'm still standing taller than I ever been. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing, I'm still standing taller than I.
It's a nice fucking home. My DIY ass is like, man, I could build that shit. I could build that. I think I could build that. I think I could do that.
We off the grid.
Get in your bag, stay in your bag.
They would stay in the room for 2-3 days at a time, doing nothing but getting high. And then when they came out the room, it was like a different person. Cassie would be like a whole different type of person. She was very quiet. She started really not talking. And that's when I started realizing, like, she's at the point where she's just terrified. When Cassie got in the room alone with Puff, for some reason she was afraid. That was just one of the reasons why I couldn't really talk to Cassie and couldn't really help Cassie, because when she was on drugs, she would tell him everything. They would stay.
Interesting. I think there's another Roger Bond interview that just came out. Am I tripping? Yeah, here we go.
Was Kim Porter doing freak offs as well?
I have no idea, but what I would say is all the evidence, all the hotel runs, because the same thing I did with Cassie, I did with Kim.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I would take them to the hotels. I would, he might hit me and say, yo, can you run and get me some baby oil and some Astroglide from CVS or
How would you
something?
feel when you're going on baby oil runs?
I'm gonna be real with you.
How was the most amount of baby oil or Astroglide did you buy at one time?
2 bottles.
That's it?
2 bottles. 2 bottles
Oh,
or
okay.
2 bottles.
They bought 1,000 bottles.
Yeah. I see. A lot of shit changed from 2011 to now, because I used to buy like 2 bottles. You know what I'm saying? Yo, just leave it in front of the door. You know what I'm saying? And I leave it in front of the hotel door, and as I walk down the elevator, I can hear the hotel door open, and somebody just grab it and pull it back in. You know what I'm saying? So 2 and 2 was the most. You know what I'm saying? So all the evidence that I would say goes towards, I would say she was having freak offs because I was doing the same drop off for the weekend. They might stay 2-3 days, and he'd be like, yo, you off until I call you, but I'm probably gonna call you Sunday. Sometime he'll call right that Sunday. Sometime he'd be like, nah, we staying for another day. So, allegedly it looked like,
Well, I'll be sure who has a
Clot. Hold on, I got some shit for y'all, chat. I got some shit for y'all. You know me, I'm a staunch pocket watcher. Every time I think, I'm like, man, I'm the biggest, man. I think I'm rich. I just remember, I'm not Diddy rich, gang. Definitely not Diddy rich. Remember this whole thing about Diddy, the girl that said he dangled her off the balcony. So Diddy's team provided this in court. They provided this in court that basically showed that, like, that girl was full of shit. This was the same day. This is Diddy. Diddy stayed at the Trump International, right? Remember, she lives in L.A. Diddy was at New York under this name, and they ran up $14,000 at the hotel. $14,000. I'm not paying no $14,000 for a hotel. You crazy as fuck. So it was a nightly rate of $2,300. It was $2,300. They were spending hundreds in-room dining on the day in question. Breakfast came to this, 400 something. Actually, they ordered mad breakfast, runner's fee, all type of stuff. So Diddy was there. It looks like for 4 or 5 days, cost him $15,000. So this was proof that they said he couldn't have hung her off the balcony because he was in New York at that time. So from the 24th to 29th. Who is this? Banner and Puff Daddy. Diddy says, when friends get high with each other, they're not supposed to let their friends fuck up and not try to stop them. You're really whack to me for that. If you gonna do K, which means ketamine with Cassie, at least have Cassie's back. This is them ordering. I could take an Uber, but you might want to make it by the time I get my bag. Sorry, I'm landing now. But I could take an Uber if you're not here by the time my bag comes out. How long will it take for your bags? I could leave in 5. Might be good then. Let me put on a shirt, grab a jacket. 30 minutes. Cool, we good? This is good. It said, okay, drug dealer gonna meet. Damn, she typed exactly like a white woman. Drug dealer. They don't even call him a code name. The drug dealer. Jesus Christ. Drug dealer is gonna meet me outside your crib. Like, Jesus Christ. Just tell the feds where to go, huh? Holy shit. Told him before 8. By the way, it says 25 minutes. My GPS. Turn in soon. Get my bags now. Coming back around. Yeah. I just left your cribbo. Wow. Okay, I think we posted all of these already. And then let me look at this. Hold on. These are some exhibits. Six. What is this? This is Puff and Mia. Merry Christmas. I love you so much. Happy New Year's. I love you. Yeah, Mia was always sending him shit. Once again, from Mia to Puff. Puff, my heart is broken about Andre Harrell. Love you too. The only things to remember are the good times. When was this? I love it. Glad you're well. Love, please send me all the footage because we're working on our doc. And know that I only remember the good times. Love you. Want you to know that. This is in 2020. She tells Diddy, this is Mia, I love you too, and the only things to remember are the good times. And those are the only memories I have. Haha, fucking hysterical. I'll send everything I've got. I even remember before you had videographers with us, I carried around a little video thingy. I found those too, completely forgot about them. So many magical, hilarious things like drinking 42 on Parrot Cat Beach with champagne on the Eiffel Tower at 4 a.m. with Jimmy Interscope and Mick Jagger and all this other shit. Yeah, she was a pick-me, chat. She was a pick-me at the time. Look, Diddy sent two lines. She sent a whole paragraph, and later she said that Diddy abused her. Right? Crazy.
Son.
To be honest,
Very little know I'm talking about. I think Diddy he felt disrespected that she would even fuck with niggas like Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi a rapper, he not no boss though. But he was popping back in 2011. He's popping. All that Man on the Moon shit. She probably think he could go somewhere. Drake popping. Okay, he could see. I see my bitch. Okay. Now, these are broke ass niggas compared to Diddy, but Diddy probably looking at it like, oh, you trying to fuck with OVO, that Drake shit. You think you about to choose up on a nigga, huh? Okay. Let me go slap that nigga real quick. Let me go slap that nigga Drake and get him in line. But when he see her fucking with the trainer, it's like a bitch fucking my pool boy. Man, y'all go start a pool business. Go ahead, man. It's like walking out and she's sucking the landscaper's dick. What? Man, take this weed whacker and y'all go down the block, man. Both of y'all go. I can't even. Go ahead, bro. Just go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. I'm telling you. Anyway, let's get into some more tweets. We got some more tweets. I'm telling you, if she had fucked with somebody else, Diddy would still be on her ass, bro. He would have tried to get her back. But there's a level that once you see somebody stoop to, you're like, should let this bitch down where she belong, man. Anyway, Jane says, I said, if a girl can't buy her own drinks, what makes you interested in her? I believe she was under the age of 21. Comey says, but was she older than 18, though? What is this? Oh, shit, here we go. So Jonathan, okay, oh, shit, it's about to get real. Jonathan set up, remember, she seen him June 18th, home in LA, date night. He said, is it a freak-off night? She said, nah, but there's still red lights. The environment is cozy. I got a long red dress on. Pause. No, long dress. Pause. So what did you do? Did you plan to have an entertainer? She said, nah. I just wore this long brown dress. We open up the patio, nice view. Come on, man. Comey says, did y'all get in an argument? She said, yeah, we had some champagne, a little bit of tequila. But I started confronting him about who he was on a trip with on his family trip to Utah. So what'd you say to him? I said, yo, Sean, bro, you a pedophile. Chat. Y'all know this type of gaslighting. Let me do a little Googling. How old is Daphne Joy? She 38. This is the biggest defense tactic when an old bitch is aging out and she see the new young bitches, because there's a bitch who turned 21 every day. She see the new chicks coming in. They knees don't hurt. They don't got back pain from sucking too much cocks in a freak off. They got fresh ligaments. Freak off ready. Diddy just put you on a veteran minimum contract, and he's now offering a franchise tag to the new 22-year-old girl. The chick who 35, she was 35 then. A woman who 35 think any chick 10 years below her is a child. Why are you fucking with that 25-year-old girl? You like kids. Bitch, I met you at 25. What you talking about? Gaslighting. We all know that's true. She 35. This is like 3-4 years ago. Actually, that's last year. She 37. A 37-year-old bitch think anybody under 30 is a child. You fucking with a 29-year-old? Ew. They'll throw out these words. You a pedophile. He a pedophile that, because he fucking with somebody who's not pushing 40. Now, I get what you said, Jay. Apparently, this chick was not even 21. Well, we don't know about this one yet. Listen, Diddy's in his 50s. He should at least, I think Diddy's dating age should be around 25, at least. Minimum 25. I think he got kids older than 25, but I'm just saying 25. But Diddy was a wild boy. He caught Cassie at 19. We haven't heard it. He caught any of them under 18. But he caught Cassie at 19, and he dated her at 21. So let's figure out who it was. Chat, we got to figure this out. Diddy family trip to Utah. Who was the girl? Who's the girl? It's in 2024. It's in 2024. It's in 2024. Chat, who is it? Remember Diddy goes, so this was around the time while he was being surveilled. Diddy takes family trip, Wyoming. I think it was Wyoming then to Utah. Is Wyoming next to Utah? Give me a second, chat. I'm nosy, huh? Map of United States. I'm looking up over here. Where's Wyoming and where's Utah? Wyoming. Yeah, it's right next to Utah. Right next to Utah. Wyoming's right here. Utah's right here. Look. Yeah, so I guess it was this white water rafting thing. Yeah, this is it. This is going to be it, chat. This was the only family trip he took. This is the only family trip. Who's this girl right here? Oh, Diddy stay with one. Holy. Nah, Diddy stay with one. You think this is his ting right here? Or this guy's ting? Hold on. I don't know who's let's see. Let's go look at another one. It's the only family trip we don't see no family. This is crazy. Diddy on a family trip, you don't see no family members. Wait, who is this though? Is this the baby mom's? The Dana Tran girl? Dana Tran. How old is she? Oh, nah, she old too. My bad, not old, but like, you get what I'm saying? She 28. So last year should have been 27. Well, a 27-year-old chick is old as fuck to a girl, to young as fuck to a girl who's 37. You know how that go. He do love them Vietnamese looking joints, don't he? She got Instagram? Page managed by Mama. What's Mama's Instagram? What's Mama's Instagram? Does anybody know what Dana Tran Instagram is? Oh, this is her? Dana T? I was about to say, she don't got no Instagram. This is the fucking winner. Oh, this is her? Okay. I don't know. Nah, I don't think this is her. They said Diddy was with some girl who's can't even drink. So it's like 1920. Yeah, 1920. All right, we're going to figure this fucking out. I said he was 25 or more years older. Well, Diddy's 50. So anybody over 25, he's more than 25 years older, you know? I said if a girl can't buy her own drinks, what make you interested in her? I believe she was under 21. But do you think she was over 18? Jane says, yes. I push his head into the marble. So she's arguing with him. Then what? I started throwing candles in glass. I was angry. He was probably cursing and calling me crazy. I wanted to lock myself in the master bedroom. Did he touch you? Not yet. Locked myself in the bedroom, but he kicked it down. Then he kicked down the bathroom door off the hinges. He kicked his way into my closet. I tried to run, but he kicked me and put me in a chokehold. This nigga Diddy is diabolical, man. Diddy had her in a crippless crossface. This is crazy, chat. A fucking crippless crossface. I can't believe this shit. I can't. This is how this bitch ass nigga Diddy had shorty, man. Right here. This nigga Diddy, man. This nigga Diddy, man. Diddy, you a cold nigga, bro. Cold nigga, bro. This is how Diddy has shorty. Yo, 50, you better go slide. 50, you better go slide. You can't have him having your baby moms like this, gang. Diddy. 50. Diddy would never dare say a word to you. You can't have him beating up your baby moms like this. Nah, no way. She said, I tried to run, but he kicked me and put me in a chokehold. I couldn't breathe. I went to the front door and walked 6 blocks away. He said, how long did you hide over there? I said, 2 hours, and I went back. And I saw Sean. She says, Sean kicked the guest bedroom in. I was throwing candles at him. I shouted I hated him. He started punching my head and saying all type of things. Saying what? By the way, chat, maybe it's that Chelsea girl. Remember Chelsea? Remember she kept saying something about Chelsea. Diddy and Chelsea. Hold on, I'm going to find out. Hold on, I got little sources here. I'm going to find out, chat. I'm going to find out. Maybe it's Chelsea. How old is Chelsea? Maybe it was one of them girls that Diddy was fucking that he was sharing with his kids. You know his kids was Diddy. How old was Lori Harvey back then? You know Diddy was like fucking girls like right after his sons type shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if they were doing free calls, but it's just like, I ain't gonna lie. Wait. Okay, here we go. We gotta figure out who Chelsea is. It's a good list right here. Victim 1 is Cassie. Victim 2 is, yeah, we got to figure out who Chelsea is. Okay, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Right. I was throwing glasses and candles at him. I shouted I hated him. He started punching my head and saying all type of things. Saying what? That I was trying to keep him away from his kids. I said no, but he kicked me on the ground. I was balled up, grabbed me by my hair, and then dragged me back into the house. What was he saying? That I was fucking crazy. I kept saying, leave me the fuck alone. I called the girl I thought Sean was with. Oh, okay. She finally, let me holler at Shorty. I called the girl I thought he was with, right? And asked if she was on the trip with Sean. She said very insulting things. Then Sean held me down, so I had to listen. I said, what did you do? I told her to shut the fuck up, that he was beating my ass. Sean hung up. Then he told Jonathan to tell me he wasn't with no girl on a family trip. Wow. So Diddy was doing all this while after a federal raid. Wow. Wow. So after the FaceTime, what? So yeah, I went to the shower to cool off. Who was with you? Sean. I had a black eye foreman in Welts. How were you in the shower? Naked. Sean was in his pants. He slapped me. I fell to the ground. Then what? I was exhausted. I just sat there. Sean said, just put some ice on it. Put an outfit on. He said, an outfit? He says, yes, lingerie and heels. Sean was using my phone to play pornography. He texts Anton on my phone. My phone was screen mirrored to the TV. Sean texted, hey, what are you doing? Sean scrolled up and saw Anton's message about our mutual friends. Ooh, so remember the mutual friends who were rappers. He said, what? Sean texted, how are you doing? Then he scrolled up, he saw Anton's message about mutual friends. He asked me how the mutual friends were. I said, I didn't know. He said, why did you lie? We were on a break. I didn't need to say it. Anton showed up. I moved my hair that my injuries couldn't be seen and used makeup like Sean said. I greeted Anton and tried to be polite, asked him how his day was. Sean was giving me this evil stare. Sean said, I need to talk to you. We went into the guest bedroom. So what happened there? Said he wanted to know about the mutual friend. I told him I went to Vegas with this rapper and his girlfriend. I saw Anton having sex with another woman. What did Sean say? He said, do you have this porn star having something over me? Jane said, oh no, yeah. He said, did you take drugs? Jane says, yes. Right around that time, Sean told me, take this fucking pill. You're not going to ruin my fucking night. Go out there and suck his dick. Holy shit. I did not want to. What did he say? He says, is this coercion? What? That's odd. What happened to the pill? I took it. I gave Anton some head. Pause. I felt sick. I was like, even my own body, I felt sick. I felt disgusted. I felt terrible. How did it end? When Anton finished, I excused him and tried to put on a good face. Damn, so this probably constitutes makeup sex for Diddy. Diddy beat your ass and you got to fuck another nigga. Holy shit. All right. This nigga Anton was getting all the pussy, right? Jesus Christ. All right. Man, this is crazy shit, man.
We go have dates and we friends.
Okay.
We go to exotic locations. We have great times. We go to strip clubs, church.
Church.
I'm gonna take you to church.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, like, what you like about me? Because people be like, she ain't his type. He wouldn't talk to her. So, what is it about me that you like about me? Like, why you fucking with a city girl?
I mean, because you're authentic.
That's a good question.
You're like one of the realest people I ever met, you know what I'm saying? And you're authentically yourself, and you're a great mother, and, you know, a great friend. We just have a good time, you know?
Is that fun?
Time. Yeah, you the funnest. You the funnest. Young Miami. Woo! But then also you Carisha, and then so, you know.
So who Carisha is?
Carisha, I get advice from Carisha. You know what I'm saying? Carisha tell me like, yo, don't be in your head, and you know, you're just a good friend. Everybody that's a friend of yours will tell you like that you're a great friend.
Do you consider yourself toxic? Because you call yourself love. So do you consider yourself toxic? Like, would you say you toxic?
Yeah, I would say that it gets toxic. I'm not trying to be toxic, though.
But are you toxic?
You get there sometime.
Yeah. I think like at times, but I'm not trying to like give that, you know.
So, like, what was our first date? And can you talk about how we met?
I want to hear about the freak off.
What?
Oh, they met on the freak off. Look, what? You want me to talk about that?
Our first date, I was supposed to take you surfing.
I remember that. It was after the BET Awards.
Yeah.
And I ain't come.
Nah.
I was like, I can't go surfing with my wig. I was not about to mess up my wig, and it was blonde. Hell nah. I was like, nope.
And then we went to Love Island.
Love Island was lit.
Yeah.
That's my favorite island. I want to go back.
Yeah.
You can take back.
Yeah, I'll take you back. No problem.
Love that. Are you a cheater?
No, I used to be a cheater. I'm not a cheater no more.
Used to be.
I'm a truth teller now.
You an honest man.
Honest. I'm gonna give it to you honest. I ain't trying to be lying, ducking, hiding, hurting nobody's feelings. None of that.
I feel like you single, but we go together. So how would you feel about me telling people that I'm single because we go together? I'm not laughing.
Yo, hold on.
It ain't no hold on.
We go together now?
Real bad.
Whatever you say.
I like that.
What's the difference between Young Miami and Carisha? Do people ask you that all the time?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Because people know Carisha, but they just think. So that's the difference between your Miami and Carisha. So we gonna play this or that.
Okay.
Missionary or doggy style?
Missionary. I like to look in the eyes. I like eye contact.
Of course he like eye contact because he not even fucking at all. He jerking off.
Very passionate.
Panties or a thong?
Thong.
He talking about thongs on the dudes.
Chinese food or American? I like collard greens, macaroni, chicken lo mein.
Okay.
Eat. You to a 5-star restaurant, you don't know what to order. Like, yeah.
Sushi.
And I'm eating my chopsticks.
Yeah.
Real classy.
That's right.
Anyway, this is what got them other girls jealous. Watch this. Diddy got her a Maybach. Oh, what's it? Look, he was dropping the bag on her too. Look.
Rocking out Chanel with
Bitch twerking in the fucking store. Got 50 bands in her hand. Diddy looking there like an old trick. All the other girls is thinking, man, I ain't never get. The only thing I ever got was a bunch of dangalangs hitting me in the fucking head all night. Look, yeah, he was tricking the shit. Yeah. Look.
Loves Carisha, aka Young Miami, because he bought her this Maybach, and she looks so happy, living as a rich girl should. When she posted these pictures, all I heard in my mind was, "Where the bag at? Where the?"
Yo, listen, my boy Diddy should have learned from Future. You buy one of your bitches APs, they all got to get APs. For real, you can't just buy one of them AP unless you're gonna tell him that's the main and y'all decides. You heard what that nigga. You heard what that nigga Future said. If she don't got an AP, she's not mine. Diddy was treating one of his concubines a little bit too good.
The bag at? And Carisha, my dear, you have found it. I am wishing you lots of love, joy, and happiness heading into this upcoming Christmas season, and we look forward to.
Yo, trust me, this eats a chick up on social media. Eats her up when she see the other girl do. All right, let's get some more tweets popping in. Act bad, act bad, act bad, act bad. She said she felt terrible. How'd it end? When Anton nutted on her, she excused him and tried to put on a good face. She said, Sean called me a whore. After he left, he sent his security with money for Anton. What the fuck? He paid Anton $10,000 to $12,000. See, this is DeLeon money. Diddy. Remember, Diddy was paying between $7,000 and $2,500. Now he's paying $10,000 to $12,000 for one sexual experience. Wow. And he paid for the 4 damaged doors. What did you do in part with the money? Oh, he said I Ubered $3,000 to $4,000. Okay, so she only gave Anton $3,000 to $4,000. She kept the other $8,000 to fix the doors in. You know, Shorty got to keep some for herself. I get it. Yo, Diddy was paying out a bag, huh? Wow.
Right. Be you, ma. That's all you gotta do.
You like nasty or classy?
I ain't gonna lie, I'll take nasty over classy. I ain't even gonna lie. I'd rather not be bored, you know what I'm saying? we can go get some classy classes or some shit like that, but you know, I ain't the classiest myself at times. You know what I'm saying? I just like being real. You know, that's it. That's it. That's the vibe. That's the frequency. So
whenever we hang out, we have a good time because we just like being ourselves. And when you said like, you know, it's hard for people to believe like our friendship, I don't understand it because I'm like, you like to have a good time, I like to have a good time.
You like Young Miami or Carisha? If you had to pick, which one you like?
Carisha.
So Carisha do the freak off.
Carisha, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I really know you as the person, you know what I'm saying? I'm to be honest, like you know, I mean, I knew you before, you know, as Young Miami, but when you introduce yourself.
Do y'all think that Jane Doe, aka not Gina, why I keep saying Gina, aka Daphne Joy, is snaking Diddy right now? She's describing how Diddy viciously beat her and assaulted her, but she also said her lawyer for today, Diddy also paid for. Diddy has been incarcerated for 7 to 8 months. 7 to 8 months Diddy's been incarcerated. Yet he's been still paying her rent, $10,000 a month. He got her a lawyer. Even the lawyer that showed up here, he's paying for it. Diddy has been paying for everything consistently, and I have to assume he was expecting a little bit of loyalty with that. He was expecting a little bit of loyalty with that. But once again, this is another woman who got the bag, and when they got the bag, they're trying to send him to jail. Cassie did it first. Cassie got the $10 or $20 million, and she's trying to send that nigga to jail. Daphne, she's doing the same thing. Except she was there and played like, remember she said she read the Cassie lawsuit. She said the shit hit home so crazy, she fainted. Dropped out. She fainted. She said to him, this reminded me a lot of what I was doing. What we doing now? Yet, she stuck around, allowed Diddy to keep paying the rent. Diddy said, I'm going to get you a lawyer. She keeps doing freak offs with Diddy. And now she's finally coming out. Really?
It's up to me. You said Carisha, and then, so I've known you more like that. I mean, my first show that I saw you at was Coachella, you know?
You made me nervous. You was right there in front rapping out my songs. I'm like, how the fuck you know that song?
The support, you know?
So, the people want to know.
Yeah, also, it's what they want to know.
Are you a 100K Poppy?
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
That's me.
You dropping 100K?
250.
On a shopping spree?
250.
Oh, getting your bed.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I have a theory, chat. Y'all tell me my theories are wrong. One in the chat if you say, nah, Act, I think you're on the money. Two would be like, yo, Act, nah. Get back to reading the tweets because you tweaking right now. When Diddy started getting the Ciroc money, I don't know if you know, Ciroc said that they paid out, Ciroc paid out over $1 billion to Sean Combs. He got over $1 billion. Okay? He got a payment, and from everything they've given him in payouts, he received $1 billion. When Diddy had that going on, he started showing out a little bit different. This is why women who are with 50, who's with 50 cheap from what I hear. 50 don't trick. 50 like, I could have it, but I just can't. I just can't. It just don't feel. I can't fuck you right after that. There's certain niggas that they can just trick off. Yo, here's this, here's that. Now I always say, if you my girl, it's not tricking. But to just give chicks random shit is like, all right, now this is a transactional relationship. Diddy started using a different price point than what some of these other niggas would do. He's bragging that, hey, the fuck, I'll do a little $250,000 shopping spree. I'm here to tell you, nobody's gonna do that but Drake and Diddy. But Drake and Diddy. Everybody else who's big tricks, it's out of their price range. They can't do it. Okay? And I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen Drake do that in a while. Remember when Drake rented out that fucking Dodger Stadium? I think Drake is chilled out, and not because his money's low, because he got that billionaire bag too. But this is out of a lot of y'all favorite rappers. You know, The regular rapper is going to say they're going to buy you a Chanel, a Louis V. Maybe they start saying they're going to get you a Birkin, a baby Birkin. You get to goddamn Diddy level, and you can see why all these chicks are selling their soul to get next to Diddy. Diddy is giving you some shit that's a mortgage. You make Diddy happy, he gonna drop a mortgage on you. That hits different. $250,000, it do hit different.
Staying
getting your bag. You know what it is?
Love that.
Okay. I ain't got no.
That's what I told you. Diddy fucked up. A city girl, she knows she had to deal with piss, cum, shit, all type of stuff like that. She's here for the bag. One thing and one thing only. She ain't gonna be on the stand crying like Cassie and Daphne. I thought he was gonna be with me. She wanted her bank account filled. That's it. You see when he said, "Of course, I'm gonna drop that $250,000." You know what she said? Psst, love that. That's a city girl. That's why I said, Carisha, you know me and you, we're not beefing. You invited me on your show. I'll come on there. You lost the plot because you were supposed to show the other side of what happens when a city girl finesses a nigga. Except somehow you just lost, you start realizing rap money is just not trick money. So you just start leaning into the trick and shit.
Getting your bag. You know what it is?
Love that.
That's the scammer vibes right here. That's how every scammer bitch look when she about to take your money.
Okay. So I ain't got no time to be cheap.
Damn. Yo, this what I said Diddy can't fuck with no chick like this, man. This will get these bitches pussy wet. She probably got a flood going on up under this dress. Trust me. That's what you ever see these bitches on social media? That's my love language. Gifts. Trips.
You feel me?
Gina and them bitches wanted to cuddle. Oh, it just wants your time. Fuck out of here. I just want you to, like, after I do a freak offs and suck 10 dicks, like, could you at least spend the night with me? Them chicks want that. She just won the bag.
So you not cheap?
Nah, no.
You like spending money?
Hey, yo.
Bro, you could tell, nigga. She's so turned on. Nigga, her nipples hard off of this shit. Nigga, I could tell. It's the wrong type of bitch that he got.
I'm like just living my best life, and anything around me, I want it to flourish and live its best life too. So I'm just in a good mood. You know how when you just, hey, big spender. You know what I'm saying? It's Christmas. Let's have a good time with this life.
Now, I also would like to put this theory in the head. I think this is 50-year-old Diddy. Diddy knowing that he's 50, he really gramp age. What happened is, I think when Diddy was dealing with Cassie, because his star power was so brighter, I think he was going off of, this bitch with me because I'm Diddy. It's me. Like, she with me because I'm the nigga. By the time Diddy's 53, at least at this point he's 53 in his video, he's down to play I'm the trick. So now he's just talking money talk. But like when you see him talk about Cassie and everybody else, he was not talking like this. At this elder age, he started saying, yo, I'm going to spend more on y'all than any other nigga can. So it is what it is. But that looks like, for me, it looks like a change in Diddy's demeanor. Or maybe it's a change based on the person. Young Miami and chicks like that don't even look like they got feelings. They only have bank accounts. Like, you got to tell them sorry with a cash app or some shit. Tell me I'm sorry, just send me a cash app. You're like, bitch, I said I'm sorry. No, I ain't see the cash app yet. $25K per cheek. Like, that's the type of dumb shit this is, you know? So maybe that's why his tone changed, but he wasn't talking like this with no goddamn Cassie. He ain't had to.
So it's everyday Christmas when you with Diddy.
Look, she looking at him like, yo, bitch, you better not switch up on no cheap shit now. Look.
Yeah, that's something I always wondered.
I mean, I wouldn't say Christmas every day.
Thank you for the big 100. Lord Hybrid. Thank you. We're going to get the next big bottle of Henny because of you, man. Thank you for the 100. He said this 50 Cent fault, man. 50 played Daphne. He was paying Daphne $5,600 a month. It's pitiful. He should have been paying her $15K to his baby mama. She takes care of his son. 50 out here freaking off. 50 got her out here freaking off with Diddy and guys for rent and money. Chat, I can't let Lord Hybrid get away with that comment. Lord Hybrid, y'all are the main ones, or we're the main ones, that we say you don't need $15,000 a month to take care of a child. It's child support, not baby mama support. The problem is, so unless you're trying to say because 50 is 50, he should have just gave her money to finance her lifestyle. You know damn well he don't take $15,000 a month for no kid. So you're saying 50 should have financed his lifestyle because she had a baby with him. Here's the problem. How about this wise idea? How about she get a job? How about that? How about she get a job? How about she get a job? Talking about 50 should have been paying more. You don't realize that this is a woman who wants to live the lifestyle that she feels she's accustomed to based on the type of dick she been getting. Listen, anybody in here, I want to do a little quick poll. One in the chat, if your rent costs less than the amount I'm about to say. Two, if it costs more. Who in here pay less than $5,000 a month for rent or mortgage? $5,000 a month. And that's high. That's high. Two in the chat if you pay over that. She wanted marble floors, 20-foot ceilings. She wanted some exorbitant shit. Come on, chat. Let's stop acting like this is a woman who's like a menial woman who's saying, hey, yo, I'm putting so much into my child, I just want to be comfortable. This is more than comfort. This is $10,000 a fucking month that she's using just for where she lives at. So when y'all say 50 should have been paying more, no matter what you give a woman like that, she wants more because she likes the lifestyle, especially when no man has chosen her. She don't want to date no broke bum. By the way, I think that's another reason why 50 was probably so disgusted, not 50, Diddy, was so disgusted with Cassie. Because remember when Cassie, let's go back, chat. My theory is they stopped fucking around. She kind of cut him off, but she thought, Diddy usually chases her. Diddy said, go with that bum. I'm going to tell you why. Remember when Capricorn Clark, actually Mia, said to Cassie, I think you should leave Diddy. You gotta leave this nigga. What did Cassie say? I could bring it up. Cassie said to Mia, well, because she was trying to get her to give Michael B. Jordan his number, which, by the way, Michael B. Jordan fucked her later. It's always the best friends getting your girl to go fuck another nigga. Jesus Christ. But anyway. That conversation, Cassie exposed the mindset she was in at that time. She said, well, if I leave Diddy, who am I going to date? Remember I told you, men, we can't downgrade sexually. Women, they can't downgrade lifestyle financially unless they're fucking stupid. Her thought when Mia said, you got to leave Diddy, she said, well, who am I going to date? Jay-Z already got a girl. That's Beyonce. Jay-Z already got a girl. In her mind, I got one mogul. I can't downgrade even to a rapper. I got to get another mogul. I think Diddy knew that about her. He was winding down her. He knew that's all right. This is a chick. She's on this level. That's why I think when Diddy found out she was fucking the nigga that was getting paid $200 a month, he hit her with the Nino Brown. He hit her with the Nino Brown. When he found out that she was fucking the guy for she went from a billionaire to fucking the 200 a week guy. Point, I'm getting back to Daphne. Daphne was with 50. No matter how much money 50 gives her, 50 could give her the world. Let me tell you this. Hey, that's my man's. I gotta say this. That's my man's, and I hope whatever situation he got with his baby mama never come to light. But let me tell you this. You know how much you gotta give a bitch for her to act obedient, loyal, and not fuck all the people around you or in your same business? Because remember, you're more attractive when you're fucking with one guy. Whatever Drake baby mama getting, I know he's paying a loyalty tax. There's something called loyalty tax. You know Drake baby mama has been just cooling out the way. You don't see her following rappers. She don't be doing out the way. That's a tax you got to pay. That's not $15K a month. That's some other shit. But 50 wasn't going to do that. So I don't know how you blame 50 for what she doing. A woman like Daphne is always looking for the bag. If she was with 50, she want to be with a nigga that maybe is higher than 50 or in the same caliber. She was going to find another nigga. Here's the thing. 50 would have felt even worse if he was giving her $15K a month and then she was sucking Diddy's dick and 10 other prostitutes' dick.
I'll buy it now.
That's what Diddy did.
Cancel that bitch. Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it now.
Don't believe me. Don't believe me. All right. We got some more tweets. I'm about to take a piss break in a second here, chat. It says, have you ever fixed your doors? Jane says, nah. There's more bills. So remember, Diddy gave her 12 bands. She took 8. She said, I'm going to fix my doors with 8. She gave the prostitute 4. She never fixed the doors. Ever. Ever. The photos of the broken doors are shown to the jury. And so when's the next time you're seeing Sean? A few days later. Why? I missed him. Remember this, chat? She said he beat her and then put her in the shower and then he slapped her and she balled up. He told her, take this fucking pill. She was starting to develop a black eye. He told her to get ready. It's time to suck Anton's dick. She better do it good. She gets paid $12,000. Now in her story, she gonna act like the $8,000 was for the doors. If you ask me, Diddy paid for both of the hoes. If you ask me, Diddy paid for both of the hoes. If you ask me, y'all not asking me, but I'm gonna volunteer it. I think Diddy felt he paid for both of the hoes. Gave you $12,000, whatever you want to give to homeboy, because remember, she just told him, because he went through her phone. Said, what the fuck? How you know? You seen Anton without me? Remember, she seen Anton fucking some random girl, Las Vegas, where she has a friend with a rapper, and that nigga's girl. I think Diddy take that 12 bands. That's for both you hoes. I'm lying, chat? I'm lying? She said it's to fix the doors. There is no doors fixed. When's the next time you seen him? Remember, she said she just had a black eye. Couple days later. Well, why'd you see him a couple days later? I miss that nigga. I miss that nigga, man. We were trying to have a Sunday fun day, but it was tense. Did you and Sean talk with Jonathan? Sean FaceTimed Jonathan, asked him what he saw that night. For a moment, Jonathan did see me crying in the corner. I shot a video of Sean. They shot a video of Sean and I out in my yard. Did you inadvertently film your injuries? Yes, my welts. What did you learn? When did you learn that Sean went to Wyoming? I was outraged. He was with another woman. Another one. Another one. Another one. Diddy can't stop. Another one. That's the trip we're talking about, the white rafting trip. Another one, chat. Another one. She says I was outraged. He was with another woman. You blocked him? Yeah, I blocked his ass. I'm confused by Diddy. Diddy had access and was getting more pussy than a panty. But he still was obsessed with semen. This shit's crazy. I just can't understand. This is mind-boggling. Says, how long? So it was 2 or 3 weeks. Then I saw his mother had been hospitalized. So I wanted to put what happened between us to the side. He said, this was just too far for me. I saw you had me in a box. Did you see do you know, or do you saw the name of the rapper? I don't know what that means. What rapper is it, chat? Which tenderoni did Diddy have bent up like a pretzel? Y'all rappers got to start admitting, if Diddy had your back arched, bent up like a pretzel, have you doing a motherfucking Indian style except your legs were behind your head, you're going to get exposed. It's clear. They're going to name you up in here. You might as well come clean right now. Might as well come clean. Thank you again, Mrs. 50 Cent wife. Not the baby moms, the wife. She's in there. She gave another 50 gifted memberships. Pedro's Lucario says, Ak, what happened to your love for Tinashe? Yeah, everybody knew I had a big crush on Tinashe. But I realized Tinashe was just like Cassie. She just couldn't find a Diddy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Ain't that talented. And once I realized she couldn't choose up, you can't be that pretty and can't choose up. So she's just doing Zumba, running around, I don't know, doing like spin class. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, bro. So after that, she aged out of my liking. She aged out. When I mean she aged out, she was bad when she started. Now it's like, lost hope for her, man. Lost hope for her. She's lost my enthusiasm. So good luck to her. What's she doing? Let me go check on her right now. I used to have the biggest crush on her. The fuck? And it was actually when I seen her with Ben Simmons, I realized she had a listen. I realized this about her. I realized this about Tinashe, and I could no longer like her like I used to like her. Chat, when I realized this about Tinashe, I lost every ounce of love I had for her. I could not, I had to take my crush away. I realized these are not my type of women right here. This is when. This is it.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
I realized she likes losers. I'm good. You've ever seen a nigga that a woman's attracted to that you're like, I'm good. I can't be her type. She likes bums. She likes losers. I'm good. And I ain't talking about Ben Simmons on this one because that's my guy. He was about to help me get a dog recently. It's my boy Ben. It's my boy Ben. You know what I mean? Can't get a free throw, but still, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy right there. You know, never won nothing, but that's my nigga right now. That's my boy right there. I love Ben Simmons, man. But I realized quickly with Tinashe, she is one of them girls who likes losers. It's okay. You got to just let her go.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not...
Unnatural allegiance to losers. That's the quickest way for me to be turned off of a woman. Oh my God, she likes losers. You need to get yourself out of this mix because it's no way she could fuck with a loser and fuck with you. I keep telling y'all, this is one of the reasons I don't date chicks with kids, because if your baby daddy a bum, I can't have you thinking you get bums and get me. No. It don't work like that. I judge women on their past. That's a fact. Wait, hold on now. Wait, who you was dating? Okay. A habitual bum. I don't ask body count these days. These bitches lie. So I can't ask body count. But I do ask, who have you been dealing with? That nigga, okay, 5-time felon. That nigga, he got 3 baby mamas. Wow. That nigga, he used to get money from you. That nigga, he drives your car and live with you. There's no way you could date me afterwards. No. You have an unnatural allegiance to losers, and I got to keep you where you at.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's get back to it. So, Daphne says despite the beatdown, the black guy, she sees him a couple days later. Diddy gives her $12,000 supposedly to fix the door and for the prostitutes. She Ubers $4,000 to the prostitute. She keeps $8,000, never fixes the door. So really, remember this chat. She was getting fucked essentially for $10 $10,000 a month, which is $333 a day. So when Diddy gives her the extra $8K, you know, she probably thumbing through a check. She Kodak Black, stretching that money like she doing the most. Her monthly fee went from $10,000 to $18,000. She was probably happy. I could tell. Never fixed a fucking door, not even a hinge. She left that shit broken. Why? She said she had other bills. Riddle me this. So they said, yeah, I do know the name of the rapper. They said, you flew on a red eye to meet Sean, right? She said, yeah, I flew on a red eye to meet Sean. So what'd you do? We had a really nice time. Sean said, you could tell me when you're tired. What did you say? I said, let's stop for now. So they're freaking. She says, hold on, I'm tired. Don't know if there's any drugs involved because apparently when there's some ecstasy and some other things, they don't stop. But she asked to stop and let's see each other later. Remember, Diddy told her, whenever you want to stop, just let me know. Now, that was a rhetorical question, ladies and gentlemen. You think the founder of the slogan, can't stop, won't stop, wants you to tell him to stop? Come on, nigga. Nigga, please. Come on. So she says, let's stop for right now. Let's see each other a little bit later and, you know, we can finish up then. His demeanor changed. Instantly. He said, you mean a man spends all this fucking money on you and bitch you're tired? He threw water on her. Chat, what'd I tell you? That's Diddy. Threw water on her. Cancel this bitch, man.
I'll buy it now.
That's how Diddy was rocking.
Cancel that bitch.
Tell me you fucking tired. You tired after 20 hours of freaking? How dare you? Anyway, he called her a bitch. She says he gave me an ecstasy pill. The AUSA says, well, what happened with it? Sean was celebratory. He said, I bet. Let's go. We're back in the game. Holy shit. It's like giving Papa some spinach. Said, did Paul come to Miami? Yes, sirree. Okay. Give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second. I got to go take a piss real quick. Not going to cat with you. Hold on. No, I ain't going to. Hold on. This is Punisher right here. Hold on. Pause.
Okay.
Blair, I see you on YouTube. Blair C, you say you don't give a fuck about her act. Cut it out. I'm not saying he cares about her. But what I'm saying is that it's a stain. I know 50's gaslighting, but this looks crazy. Like, yo, 50, you my nigga, put it like this, respectfully. If I put a baby in Selena Powell, y'all niggas will all be clowning me. It don't matter how good of a person she might be. Y'all gonna be like, bruv, you put a baby in that chick that fucked this person was getting peed on by that's how y'all would look at it. 50 is mad cool to us, but you do realize that he understands that. Gang, you're the only nigga who put a baby, and I'm being careful because I love 50. This cum bucket. Like, come on, gang. So, if the only nigga you know that really smutted her out is Diddy, bruv, you want Diddy out of here. And again, it's not because you love her. It's based on your own reputation, dog. It's like when niggas say, yo, the nigga that shot me, he no longer living. You can't take it back that you got shot, but now you can say the nigga no longer living. He's out of here. He's finito. Go dig that nigga up. He can't say shit. That's all I'm trying to say. So with 50, it's not about her more than it's about him. Bro, you don't like, even respectfully, I got to bring up these niggas' situations respectfully because it's family at the end of the day. It's like Drake baby moms. Bro, I'm telling you, Drake probably gave her some good shit that we don't see her trying to do nothing in entertainment. Nothing to remind us of what they used to say about her that could make Drake feel away like, oh shit, you want to Pusha T say you married your Beyonce or whatever? Like, bruv, come on, like this reflects on a nigga. It does reflect on someone, you know? So I think 50, because it reflects on him, wants nothing but the worst for Diddy, because he could at least, he'll come back and be like, oh shit, Yeah, she ain't want to do that. Diddy forced her. It's like a nigga that can't accept the fact that his girl's a hoe. When she come to his ass line, say, why'd you fuck that guy? Why'd you cheat on me? And she said, I didn't want to do it. The nigga basically tell her, so if you didn't want to do it, he raped you. And then she's like, and basically said, yo, which is it? Did you want to fuck him or not? All of a sudden, the guy convinced her to start crying. Come on now. Come on, chat. Come on now. Why are we acting like we green out here? All right. Let's keep reading. Did Paul ever come to 2-star? Yes. I was given a spray bottle. It was liquid Molly into my mouth. Pause. I felt a surge of high-octane sexual energy. Paul comes in. I greet Paul with that energy. Did you have sex with Paul in front of Sean? Of course. When was the last time you saw Sean in person? August 2024 at 2-Star Island. Chat, let's Google this again. When was Diddy arrested? Diddy was arrested in September, a month before he was doing a freak off at 2-Star Island. Jane says yes. AUSA says one last text message. The last one I'll ask you to look at. Did you ever go to New York to see him? She said no. AUSA says, why didn't you come and see Diddy in New York? Because he was arrested. AUSA says, did you ever get subpoenaed? She said, yes, I had to come in November 2024, then January 2025 and after. Have you seen a therapist? She said 3 months now. Do you have an attorney for this case? Yes. Who's paying for the attorney? Sean. I'm still processing. Nothing further. Nothing further. Jurors, you may go home for the day. Chat, we're going to have some, we're still rocking. We're not leaving yet. We're not leaving yet. Court is adjourned. But essentially, she said she was going to do maybe one last freak off with him, but he got arrested. September, New York. It's clear she is completely flipped on him. She admits he still pays her rent. She admits he paid for her lawyer currently. But AUSA flipped it on his head by saying, well, why is that so? She said, I got a therapist. I'm still processing all of this. Wow. This is going to be what sinks Diddy. I think Cassie was a damn fucking freak. I'm going to keep it a bean. A freak who went broke. A freak who went broke. That's it. A freak who thought Diddy was fucking girls, so she thought, well, I could fuck some niggas on the side. That's what it was. Cassie fucked an NFL player. Diddy knew. Cassie fucked an NBA player. Diddy knew. Cassie fucked Kid Cudi. Diddy knew. Cassie fucked the trainer. Nigga, what? Get that bitch out of here, man. Get that bitch out of here. This bitch out of her fucking mind. She must think, what the hell? What the hell? Get her out of here, man. She leaves after seeing that life is tough and she had to go get another job. And here's the thing, chat. Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. You can't put, I was the head freak off coordinator on any application. It don't work like that. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. 5 years of brokenness, she sues. Broke. Daphne is more of a believable witness than Cassie. I'm going to tell you why. Diddy's still paying for her shit, which I guarantee on redirect, they're going to say, do you believe that Diddy kept paying? Because, you know, Diddy's team's going to say, well, Diddy's only been nice to you. He's paying for your stuff. Like, what's up? On redirect, they're gonna have her admit, like, yeah, I think he's paying for my stuff, hoping I would say these things didn't happen. but I got to tell the truth. I'm going through a lot. Daphne did not wait 5 years to her quote-unquote abuse. Daphne, month later, she working with the prosecutors. They got Diddy a month later working with the prosecutors. She knew what was up. Month later. Cassie, 5 years. So I believe Daphne will be looked at by the jury more sympathetic. Way more sympathetic. By the way, thank you for the 20 boss truth. Appreciate you. He said 50 could have put up his BM. He could have put his BM up to take the stand on Diddy, and probably said if she don't, he gonna take the kid, because he knew all the info of her testifying, then act like he didn't know what's going on. I don't know if he knows. I think he knew that she was doing that. I don't know he knew her cooperation with the government. She don't live with Diddy. No, I'm 50. They're not cool. They reconciled. He dropped the defamation suit, but they're not fucking. Maybe she told him, but I don't think. What y'all are failing to realize, because y'all keep saying 50 makes her do this, 50. She accused 50 of rape. Just last year. She accused 50 Cent of rape. That's why 50 sued her. She accused 50 of rape. If she does that, why you think 50 could control her like a puppet? Also, if you think 50 could control her like a puppet, 50 been crashing out when it comes to Diddy and her for a while. He was posting mad pictures saying, son, look at your mom. She's a little concubine, little sex. If he could control her now, why couldn't he control her then? Because I guarantee he would have told her, listen, I don't give a fuck if you fuck Tony Ayo. But the last thing on earth I want you to fuck is two people, Ja Rule and Diddy. You can't fuck Ja Rule and Diddy. So I don't believe 50 has no control over her. I believe 50 is knowledgeable of what was going on. I believe he was knowledgeable. But I don't think 50 is telling her what to do or could tell her what to do. Justin Combs. You don't have to wait for the jail call later from MDC from Sean. I'll deliver the message for him. Cancel her credit card today. And you might want to call the leasing office and says, hey, we're evacuating that apartment. And by the way, the law firm, she no longer has a representative because, of course, retainer is done. Y'all got to make sure this is done. I know it's past end of business day on the East Coast, but it's still got to be done. Somebody got clocked in for overtime hours today. You can't have this woman being financed by Combs Enterprise sending Sean Combs to federal prison for life. That's what she's doing. Cancel them cards. Cancel it. It's over. Candace, I love you, girl. Look at Candace. Little beautiful chat queen. Look at her. Wait, does it show how long you've been subscribed? 5 years? Oh, that's big. She says, in-depth coverage, Ak. It's the reason why they call him Big Ak. He said, your Instagram live or your lives on here help me pass my work day by with ease. Where you work at, baby? I love you. Thank you. Oh my God. Violent authority already simping. You bad. Protect my chat queens, people. Protect them. By the way, I think we got a couple chat queens that are they're mods and everything. Come on, protect them, right? It's crazy. This is crazy. We're going to get more updates here. Alone Tone stands 2321 says, Act, sorry, I'm at the beginning of the stream. He said, you bugging. You're funny as hell. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. Candace says, I work at a plant as an operator. Love, girl. Keep working hard. Keep working hard. I love you. Watts. Inappropriate. Don't ask my chat queen that. None of my chat queens are getting down with the free calls like that. Don't ever talk to her like that. Brat says, yo, I had to click on her name. My baby mama name is Candace too. I had to make sure she wasn't on here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Captain Hart says, nah, she's cooked. They're going to bring up that she lied about ooh, that is fair game. Yes. Wow. Great donation. You make a valid point. She is. Now, here's the thing. Oh, actually, this is a really good legal conundrum. I got to get a lawyer on here, Chad. I need to get a lawyer for this type of stuff on here. So, the way it works when it comes to these, do you see them like basically saying a couple of these things like Rule 403? Just search up all these rules. It's a federal rule of evidence, okay? I'm going to play a little bit of it real quick.
Welcome into March.
And I'm going to answer your question. So the short answer before I get into the legalese, yes, what she says on social media could be used against her, but they can't bring up it in a probative way. So, for example, if she's saying, and also here's the thing, so there's Rule 403 and there's another rule that also helps victims or protects victims of possible sexual violence. So if she says she got raped, you can't ask about it too much. Even if she took it down or you can't press her on it, that would be like you're re-victimizing a potential victim. So her saying that about another man that's not in this case can't be brought into this case. That's what my understanding of, because I read all these rules, that would be probative. And the idea here is not to re-victimize a victim. So asking her about her allegations about 50 Cent to possible, and by the way, they're probably going to make that argument, right? They're probably going to talk about it early in the morning tomorrow before cross, right? I'm pretty sure they're going to be like, hey, we want to bring that up. And I'm pretty sure AUSA is going to object. And Judge Submaranium is going to be like, hey, well, if she's a victim or a potential victim, we can't talk about it. It's the reason why they won't talk about sexual history. Only if it's directly involved in a case like, oh, she did fuck an NFL player. And even then, they don't talk about it in detail. Bruv, this is the freak-offs. Yo, STDs was flying left, right, and center. You hear nothing about STDs. Why? Because at that point, you're not protecting people. You're just airing them out. Okay? Listen to this. This is the federal rules of evidence right here. It's Rule 403.
Trial Masterclass, your guide to controlling the courtroom. I'm Luke, and welcome into...
Okay.
If you've ever dug into the rules of evidence before, you know that they can seem a little bit complicated and a little bit tricky. Well, in this video, we're going to go into one of the rules of evidence that probably on the surface seems the most tricky. We're going to be talking about Rule 403 in this video. But don't let that force you to run away and click out of your window if you're watching this on a laptop, right? Because here's what I'm going to promise you as we do this breakdown of Rule 403. It's going to make a whole lot more sense to you in about 10 minutes than it does right now. We're going to go super slow. We're going to take it step by step. And if there's ever a part where you're not quite sure, you don't think you got it, rewind that part, go back to the beginning. I promise I'm going to guide you to where you need to go. I'm going to explain Rule 403 to you.
All right, this thing is talking too much. Let me just Google it. So we got Rule 403, Rule 407, and Rule 411, 412. Oh! Captain Hard. Now, Captain Hard is good. I like Captain Hard. Pause. Captain D Hard, actually. That's his name. Pause. He says, well, she did defend Diddy on the same post, though. Okay, never mind. It probably will get brought in. Thank you for bringing that up. If she defended Diddy on the same post, let's go back to that post. What's her name? Daphne Joy defends Diddy, slams 50 Cent. Here we go. Here we go. This is it right here. Let's click on it. Okay. She says everything everything is a joke to you until our child's safety is compromised, which is happening now. You're wreaking real havoc. She's talking to 50. A frenzy, chaos onto people's lives. How would you feel if Sire was the one in handcuffs? So she's seemingly referring to Diddy, right? For nothing. So she's saying at that time, yeah, Diddy's lawyers got to try to bring this into play. Got to. They have to try to put this into play. We moved to New York to give you an opportunity to be a father to your son. You saw him only 10 times out of 2 years. And we lived only 1 mile away from you. I'm tired of upholding and protecting an image to our son that you never even cared or never even earned, I mean. Let's put the real focus on your evil actions of R-wording me and physically abusing me. You're no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I've had for you as a father to preserve our family with these last and final false claims made against me. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time. She says, she also said, I'm deeply hurt by the lies in the Rodney Jones lawsuit. The claim that I'm a sex worker is 100% false. So they could use that and tie it to, well, Diddy gave you $12,000. You gave some to the sex worker. Do you have it in writing that he told you the rest of the money is for the doors? If not, you've testified that he paid sex workers. He gave you money for the sex worker, and you took some of the money for the sex worker. So isn't that contradicting what you say here? You took payment as a sex worker. He says it was false and character assassination. I'm retaining an attorney to explore all legal remedies. Now they have another angle to bring up this again in court. Diddy's lawyers got to say, when you say you're retaining a lawyer, who paid for that lawyer? When you said you were hurt by the lies and you're retaining a lawyer, if you felt that Diddy was your oppressor or he forced you or he did A, B, D, and C, why would you let him pay for your lawyer? Interesting. She said, I wouldn't wish this on any woman. God hears me, but that's all that matters. 50 said, it is what it is. See you in family court, sex worker. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See you in family court, sex worker. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. He said, you moved a mile away in hopes of having another baby with me, but I was busy. Oh, shit. So you moved back and then started receiving money from Brother Love. Now here we are, little sex worker. This is confirmation 50 knew way more than what we knew. We didn't know that 50 was giving her like a stipend or an allowance. We didn't know. We didn't know. But now we do. Now we do, chat. Okay. Wow. Has 50 posted anything else? Man, Diddy got some beautiful kids, though, huh? And when I say that, I mean, like, they always look so happy together. I never see them bickering, never fighting. They look all together, you know? That's cool. How many kids? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 of them, huh? Who's that? Oh, shit. That's not Baby Love, is it? That's Baby Love? Baby Love is this big? Wow. Oh, it is. She look Hawaiian. And this is the mama. This might be the grandma right here. Yeah, grandma. Crazy, huh? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. All right. Our guy ain't live yet. It's all good.